take a little detour from Final Fantasy XII live streaming I was doing, and I figured I'd do my last run of Delubrum Reginae for my final Timeworn artifact. So far I've had to do around 14 runs of Delubrum Reginae, and for those who don't know, Delubrum Reginae is one of the latest raids that have come out in 14 recently, within the last patch or so. And it's a little bit more challenging than the other normal Alliance raids. You guys will see here in a moment what I'm speaking of, but it can be quite a challenge. So, but anyways, let's go to Gangos, and let's see if we can get a queue. Seems like patch 5.5. Oh, still be a few weeks away, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, the music for this particular raid is pretty good, by the way. It's has quite a Elysian theme to it, particularly from Final Fantasy XII, and you guys will hear the theme later. It's when I get further into the gameplay for 12, it is pretty good. This is the first boss of Delubrum Reginae, a Trinity Seeker. For those who fought Ravana before, he has quite a similar model. He has the 4 swords as well as what appears to be wings, but instead of insect wings, they are mech wings. That's pretty much the same model. Anyways, I think I will see if I can pull this boss. Let's see here. There we go. First Mercy. Alright, so with these mechanics, you have to check which blade flows first, and you just follow accordingly. So that's going to be First Mercy, Second Mercy, Fourth Mercy, and there we have it. That is going to do a good chunk. Might use Shadow Wall too. There we go. Verdant path. Full blade. I believe Phantom Edge just gives him a bit of a stronger edge when using his second Alpha Blade. Use my Blackest Knight. Alright, so... Iron Pots. Act of Mercy. Alright, so follow the mechanics again. That's first mercy, second mercy, third mercy. Alright, so he's gonna activate his right. Yep. There we go. Oh boy, mechanics. So we're gonna want to go far away from that. And don't sand that. Bom, bom, bom. I love the music for this fight. It's really awesome. Bom, 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 bom. Ooh. Ooh, shoot. I didn't use a cooldown in time. Yeah, this guy hits like a truck. But anyways, we're gonna do that. Get back aggro. Blackest Knight. As you can see, if you don't if you don't use your cooldowns in time, a boss can even take down a full health bar if you're not careful. But yeah, this is the power of Trinity Seeker. Alright, chains. Blackest Knight. Alright. Seems like a viewer joined the stream. Just doing Delubrum Reginae tonight. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Thinking of maybe doing Zodiac Age afterwards. There we go. Go. Let's see. Alright. Boss is almost down. Looks like the party's using the limit breaks right now. Got a good old dragon song. And gotta be careful there. Alright, then we got another limit break going on. Good old samurai LB. Alright. There we go. Then we'll see through. Ooh, yikes. Ooh, not fun. It happens though. Ooh. Bunch of poison traps. Go for ready check. And then I think we'll just do a countdown. Figured it'd be the best thing to do. This is gonna be interesting. Man, I love the theme in this dungeon, or this raid. It's just really good. Alright, so he's going to go for a left-sided shockwave, followed by a right one. And going there. He's going to go for a feral howl, which will push us back. Alright. It's gonna push us back. And by the way, guys, you don't want to be pushed back into those AoE circles where those lion-like creatures are at, because if you do, they'll put a stack on you. If you get 2 of those stacks, Doom will be casted on you, and you will instantly die. So it's a good thing that, to make sure you don't get hit by these mechanics, because they can be oh so deadly, for sure. Alright. And then he's gonna go for a charge here, and then I'm gonna go to the left, not get hit. He's gonna go for a fire breath. Should do Bring him over here. I'm gonna go for a blood splitter. Hello, whoever who just joined. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Just doing some Delubrum Reginae right now. Let's see here. I want to make sure I don't get hit. That would be fun. Shoot. There we go. Oh shoot, I think I just got Doom casted on me. Oh boy, I must have gotten hit by mechs the last suck. That happens though. Yeah, it happens. Alright. Alright, let's go for ready check. Start the countdown. Oh, looks like one of the DPS decided to pull. Alright, we're gonna have to pull all the stops here. Okay. I might even have to cast Living Dead if it gets too nuts out here. Gotta make sure I don't take too much damage. Alright, we got... So for this fight, there's going to be these 4 chest pieces that you just saw spawn one by one. And each have a different mechanic, as you'll notice here. This boss in particular spawns bombs, and what you want to do is go to the big bomb. Sometimes it's helpful to follow the party, but there have been times where where the party will pick an incorrect spot, so you just have to make sure that you're doing it correctly. And then this time, I think we're gonna go for this small bomb because he's doing reversal of force. Yeah, so it's gonna change the way the bombs explode. So we're gonna go here to this bomb. And the big bombs are gonna blow up last. Just gotta make sure you're not too close to them. Then after that, he's just gonna go for an AoE, which shouldn't do too much. At least, not to me anyways, but it does a bit more of a chunk to the DPS and healers, because they don't have as much armor. So... Alright. And then the mechanic's gonna fail, because he's at 0.1%. And then the Queen's Guard, this one's a little bit interesting. He's gonna spawn some adds, or some Queen's Gunner. He's gonna spawn some turrets here, as you'll notice. And what you gotta do is, you gotta, of course, get away from them. Usually I'll follow the party for this one. Or at least try to get behind the little circles. And then you go for that. Oh. It's not Shadow in the Dark, so I probably shouldn't have gone for Shadow Wall. That's okay though. Because this Queen's Shot is only in AoE, so... Yeah, and then we're gonna want to go back here. And he's gonna use his Tank Buster soon, which is Shadow in the Dark. Go for Shadow Wall. And that should soak up most of the damage. Queen Shot, go... See, I don't think that's magic damage. I mean, because I mean, it is an AoE, of course, but I think it's just range DPS, to be honest, or physical. And then this, we're gonna go here. Okay, and then we only have 2 chest pieces left. We got the Queen Soldier. This one's not too bad. What I like to do with this one is, whenever he does his double gamut mechanic, which spawns other little Queen soldiers, we just kind of... I just like to bring him to the one where it's not going to hit, where the party goes to, so we can continue DPSing, and so the melee can still do a good chunk. And then, let's see what he does next. So, I'm gonna go Blackest Night. And as you can see, he doesn't do as much damage as some of the other enemies in this dungeon, or raid. But yeah, he's quite interesting. And he's gonna do that. Gonna do that. Oh boy. I think we're gonna go. Ooh. That cast Doom on me. Or didn't quite cast Doom, but yikes. I might need to use Lost Gear, yeah. Okay, now we only have one more chest piece. This one's kind of like the easiest one out of the bunch. All he does is he's gonna use two mechanics. He's gonna use Sword Omen and Shield Omen. Or I think it's, yeah, Sword Omen and Shield Oath. And all you gotta do is Sword, go out, and then Shield, go in. So, pretty simple stuff. Nothing to it, really. I feel like I'm doing a little tutorial here. But yeah, it's quite fun. Yeah, so this one's fairly simple. It's just gonna be shield in. So nothing to it really. And then we just go ham on him. He's gonna use a tank buster, mitigate the damage. Yeah, and then this is gonna be his AoE attack. I'm gonna do a decent chunk. But we should go through it just fine. Then we're gonna go through Shield Omen again. Should do a wee bit of damage. Okay. So for this part, all you gotta do is just attack the ethereal wards. They're not too bad. So what the ads are gonna do, they're gonna like use this coat of arms, and they're gonna have like little like shields like pop up there. So you don't want to attack those shields, because if you do, you'll get parried, and they'll put a stack on you. And if you get 2 stacks of the purple stacks, and you'll get Doom casted on you, and you don't want that to happen, because if you do, you'll insta-die. And that is the fight. So, yeah, so we're gonna have to see if there's any more of those traps here. Yeah, it seems like we're A-okay, but... we'll have to see, yeah. Okay, so this is another mini boss. The one the ads we just fought were a boss, really, but this one just a little mini boss. This one, there's not really too much to it. He's just gonna do some interesting mechanics that you'll see here in a wee bit. He's gonna spawn like this donut-shaped AoE that's gonna like keep traveling south. So what you want to do for like the first part is you kind of want to drag him like towards the south when he does that, so the melee DPS can keep up with him. But it's like the mage and range, they don't have a problem really wherever he's at. As for the melee or close range, you want to be a wee bit closer. So yeah, so he's gonna do manipulate miasma. And then we're gonna go with the south strat, so yeah, so he's gonna do that, and we're just gonna bring him to the right here, and I'm just gonna keep blowing up there, so you don't have to really worry about it too much. And then we're gonna bring him to the north, and then he's gonna do weave miasma again. We're going to bring him here to the north. gonna just keep traveling south from here. Okay, and then we're gonna bring him up north again. And then we're gonna go here. Yeah, that's just AoE that you just, or a little line AoE that you just get out of. Nothing to it really. Just get out of the yellow area. And then this one. Yeah, so you only really do the south strategy for like the first time he does it, and then for subsequent runs you just want to yeah, keep him north, because he's going to do a wee bit of a pushback here, and then you're going to go here, and then you're going to keep going south. Oh boy. Yeah, this one can trip up some people. Yeah, it's not too bad. Can do Violence. And then Malediction of Agony. Gonna do a wee bit of damage. We can get the Bajan coin. So we're gonna want to tread lightly here because there's bound to be some bombs if we're not careful, like there, or like there. Yikes! Yeah, they're not the funnest thing. Yeah, as you can tell, it's thanks. It could be a bit, it's tedious. Yeah, and then you can see there's that. Now the poison, like the purple ones, you can live because they only poison you. But you especially don't want to lock in the yellow ones because they're pretty much an instant KO, unless if you use an invulnerability to protect you from death. So. Yeah, so this one, Trinity Avowed. This one used to mess me up a lot when I first did it, or even after quite a fair amount of tries. She has some mechanics that are a little bit tougher than the other ones, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad. But I would say she's at least an intermediate to advanced intermediate boss for sure, especially for alliance raids. But yeah, so we'll go here. And then she's the second to last boss for this raid. So it's to be expected that she's going to be a wee bit tougher than the others. And the Gloria Baja is just an AoE, which I believe is magic based, so... and then this mechanic is just going to allow her to get a weapon. She's going to do Fury of Baja, just get out of the yellow stuff. Nothing to it really. Hot and cold. So this is a little bit of an interesting mechanic. You're going to get, every party member is going to get a little temperature marker. And what you want to do is you want to stand in the opposite elements that you're in. So if you have a fire marker, you want to go into the ice marker. And if you have the ice marker, you want to go into the fire marker. Now it does get a wee bit more complex as the fight carries on, but for the most part it's not too bad. Yeah, so it's not too bad right now, and now she's going to use her elegant arsenal again. She's going to get a bow, and then we're going to go behind her. So again, nothing really to it. It's just similar to Shiva's mechanic. If any of you have done Shiva or witnessed her fight. Flames of Baja. So we're going to go to the east here. And we're just going to bring her here. Okay, so she's going to do hot and cold again. And what's going to happen here is we're going to get the markers again. But instead of standing in puddles this time to get rid of our effect, we're going to have to get hit by these arrows that are going to spawn. And you have to pay attention to where they're at. Okay, so I hope I'm right here. Oh shoot, I'm wrong. Wow. I figured that was gonna happen. Yikes. Yep. I figured that was gonna happen. Yeah, sometimes you really gotta just make sure you know what you're doing here. Okay, and then I'm gonna see if I can take back aggro. Alright, so Inferno Slash, instead of getting behind her this time, she just goes the opposite direction. And then she's going to use Hot and Cold again. So for this one, you just want to see where the blade's hitting. If it goes right, she's going to strike right. If she goes left, she's going to strike left. And then this used to confuse me because I honestly didn't really understand the mechanic too well until after a few tries. I mean, it seems very simple, of course, but it just took a few tries before I figured it out. And yeah. And let's go back. Use Unseen Eye. And then for this mechanic, we just, yeah, that wouldn't work. It's fine. Wrath of Baja, just do that. Do that. Alright. Priya Baja. Just get away. To be honest, she has similar weapons like Shiva does, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if they took some inspiration from her. Freedom of Baja. So this one's going to be a little bit more complex. We want to make sure we get stand on the one that's the right temperature. So since we have two bars of heat, we want to stand on the 2 bars of heat. Because if we only stood on one, we would still be too cold or too hot. So just want to be careful there. And then for this one, you just want to avoid the AoE. And then she's going to do Gloria Baja. Pretty simple stuff. Not too bad. Wrath of Baja. We're going to go for Shadow Wall and Rampart. That shouldn't do too much. Then she's going to go for Elegant Arsenal. She's going to get her bow back. And then we're just going to go behind her. Nothing too much, really. Just going to use Unseen Eye. And then this part... shoot. Yes. Yeah, it can be a little bit tricky sometimes, but... gonna do hot and cold. And then just gonna use shimmering shot. Now this time you gotta even be more careful because you got the get the one with the right temperature. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to go all the way over here. Good thing I saw it this time. Yeah, so that can get a wee bit confusing, but I'm just gonna go for Glory Baja. Okay, these are LBs, good job. Gonna do a good chunk. Okay. Glory Baja. And that is the Machina Syllabi. Does a good chunk too. Gonna go there. Just gonna use her Elegant Arsenal. She's gonna get her blade, and we're just gonna stay in front of her. Nothing too bad. And then she's gonna use hot and cold again, and she's gonna swipe with her blade again. All we have to do is make sure we get in the right place at the right time. Yeah, and the rest isn't too bad. You just have to go there. But yeah, that literally used to confuse me. Like when I first did this fight, I'm like, where is she hitting? And then like I realized, oh, if it's in her right arm, go. She's gonna hit right, left arm, hit left. So it really isn't too bad. Anywho, that is Trinity Avowed. So bit of a tougher boss than the others, but took her down. Now we only have one boss left. We have Queen's Heart, which, or the self-proclaimed, or allegedly self-proclaimed, Bajan Queen herself. So, we are about to face her. And now, this last fight, to me it's not as, to me it's a little bit easier than the previous boss, but there are some mechanics that can, mess you up in this fight, because there is a little bit more going on, especially towards the end. But I mean, she's not too bad. At least for me, I think she's, I wouldn't say she's the easiest boss, but she's around the second hardest, I'd say. But it really comes down to preference, though. She will, I will tell you though, she does will cast Doom on you with Cleansing Blade, which can do a good chunk, but there are ways around that. All the healer has to do is really just Asuna you. You get hit, and yes, she's going to do that, and then the healer just Asunas, and that's not too bad. Though I do get a bleed on me, so it does a bit of damage over time, but it's not like it's not unmanageable. And then with this part, she's gonna just have her henchmen move a certain amount of blocks. The amount of blocks they move are based on those red markers there. And then, as you can tell, that. And yeah, it's not too bad. This is gonna do a good chunk though. And all we do is just keep going to him. Then we just keep going there. Yeah, and I love the the choir for this theme. It's just really awesome. I almost think they're singing backgammon, but they're probably saying something else, to be honest. Okay, so we're gonna go for Shadow Wall. Yeah. Yeah, I really think they're saying something else. Backgammon's a bounty hunter from Final Fantasy XII, so I don't know why they would be saying backgammon, because this is really supposed to be about, like, Baja. So they're talking about backgammon. I guess that'd be quite interesting. It's sort of awkward, too. Because we kind of faced him earlier. So we're gonna go to the left here, because if we don't, she's gonna wreck you there. I'm gonna go for that. Then, God Save the Queen. This is just a really big magic AoE. You're just gonna wanna use your damage mitigation, protect yourself. It's not too bad. So yeah, it's a fairly, I wouldn't say it's a simple fight. But yeah, it's not too bad once you get the hang of it. Though it can still be a wee bit challenging, to be honest. Now this part you're gonna wanna march based on the amount of tiles, amount of little dots you have. So if you have 3 dots, you just march 3 dots. And all you have to do is wait until Queen's Will is done. If you get it right, you'll get a check mark. If you get it wrong, you get an X mark. So it's not too bad. But it does get a little bit more complicated later on when she has her chess pieces also moving around too. So Cleansing Shot, just gonna do Tank Buster and Cast Doom and a Bleed stack on me. So yeah. Then there are her henchmen, or her chess pieces. And then she's going to... oh yeah, and then this is where the fight gets a little bit more involved, because you kind of have to... Remember the fight we did with the chess pieces the previous time around? So yeah, we're basically having to do that again, but we're also having to also do her mechanics at the same time. But for this part, you just mainly follow the group for the most part, and you should be fine. Though I would counsel that sometimes you gotta be careful, because sometimes the group will choose the wrong block. So just gotta make sure you gotta use a bit of your mind as well. But yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, and then she's gonna use Queen's Edict. Oh yeah, and this is where it gets a wee bit more complicated. Because now she's gonna... These are gonna go there. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get hit here. Yep. That's okay though. 1's not too bad. As long as I don't get hit again for like 2 minutes, I should be fine. We'll have to see how that goes though. Then backgammon, backgammon, backgammon. I'm just saying backgammon because I literally think that's what it says. I could be saying something else. It's just like when I think of Evilise and Zodiac music, I think of backgammon, the bounty hunter. So, yeah. Backgammon. Yeah, and then we're gonna go for final gambit here. Yeah, and by the way, this raid pretty much is like from like the same realm that the Zodiac Age's questline or story that takes place in Evilise, so... Pretty interesting stuff here. gonna use her magic-based AoE again. Just go for Dark Missionary. Alright, we're gonna bring in some of the damage here with the Dragoon. It's gonna do a decent chunk. And then we're gonna go, the boss is gonna use her glow move, and we're just gonna go here. Just have to be careful. Oh, yeah. Something you gotta pay attention for. Yeah, and then this is gonna do. This is another tank buster. Gonna do a chunk. And now my Doom stacks are gone. Relentless play. Alright, and then we're just gonna make sure that we have that on, and it's not too bad. And then she's gonna do her Heaven's Wrath again, and then we're gonna have to focus on the bombs. And then we're gonna go to the big bomb here. Boop. Alright. Backgammon. Backgammon. Alright. She's almost down. And that is the final Timeworn artifact I needed for my Relic weapon. And I figured I'd just show that to you guys. Figured it'd be interesting thing to show. And yeah, that is Delubrum Reginae. Normal, by the way, not Savage. And that's pretty interesting because from what I've heard, Savage is a fair bit amounts tougher than the normal mode of this fight, so... And with this fight kind of, this raid kind of being a wee bit tougher than the previous Alliance raids I've done, it just shows you, like, how, they're really starting to up the ante here. Which, I mean, isn't a bad thing. It definitely does happen. Give me a moment here. I'm just gonna check my phone real quick for a couple things. Do that. And respond. Okay, let's check here. And then for this one, cancel order. Yeah, I just have to do something a little bit quick here. Bomb, 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 away, yo. Yo, sorry, bomb, 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 away, yo. Yeah, the music in this place is pretty awesome. Okay, and then we're gonna go and use a different weapon. I'll just do that, and then... Oh yeah, I'm gonna want to get rid of the material here. Yeah, before you upgrade your Relic weapon, by the way, guys, want to make sure you get your materia out of the way so you can reuse it again. Because once the NPC upgrades your Relic weapon, all your materia is gone on the new weapon. So you want to make sure you pick those up or retrieve them. I mean, even if you have a bazillion or bajillion gil, I'd still recommend doing that, because, I mean, sometimes materia is cheap, but nonetheless, still worth reusing what you have, so so you can allow the party to reuse what they need. Okay, so I'm gonna give the Timeworn fragments or artifacts to the elegant node. It's gonna process it, and there we have it. So and then we're gonna get a wee bit of a cutscene here. Ooh, that'll be helpful. I think I'll do that first. So I think I'm going to give this maximum crits. Yeah, so definitely go for that crits. And then after crits, I think determination outbeats tenacity in this regard. Hello, whoever just joined in. I'm just upgrading my relic weapon right now. I just finished doing Delubrum Reginae, and right now I'm debating whether tenacity or determination is better. Let's see here. Let's see here. Determination is a flat addition to all damage and healing dealt, unlike tenacity weaker. So I think I'm gonna just max out determination, and I think skill speed outbeats tenacity for Dark Knight, I think. Cause let's check here. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Your priority. Yeah, so I think, like for me personally, I know some people prefer to add skill speed over determination for Dark Knight, but I prefer increasing the base damage from all my tanks because I think that's the best way to go about it. But I think as the third attribute, skill speed isn't too bad, so I think I'll do that. I think that is just fine. So we're gonna upgrade the weapon here. And it only took like 20 to 30 hours worth of raiding, because I had to do, or probably even 40, because I had to do Rumberborn, Heaven's Ward, Stormblood raids. So that's like what, like 40 or 51 raids, and then 15 Delubrum. I think that's 66. I think. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much 66 raids to like pretty much complete the relic process this time around. So yeah, it was quite a bit of grinding, but I think I have just about completed it. Oh, dude, that looks so awesome! Man, was that worth it? Yes. 40 hours of hard work. Alright, let's see what the little node says next. Our stalls are stacked with the finest relics containing high concentrations of etherical siltstone, which are certain to meet all your weapon forging needs. Visit your nearest House of Splendor's representative today and receive a discount on your first purchase. If quality is what you seek, then come to Mordona and let Mistress Rowena add a touch of splendor to your life. The advertisement was brought to you by Rowena's House of Splendors. The House of Splendors is not responsible for damages, injuries, or painful death incurred through the misuse, or inability to use their products. Offers void in the void where prohibited or not prohibited. I cannot. Sly Fox. Bloody hell is nothing safe from that money grubbing witch. Guess I should count myself fortunate, or myself fortunate, lest at least I get to keep my name. Unlike the rest of her bloody underlings, sigh, though I reckon she'll come for that too for long. Genau. Ethereal sealant can be attained from Irana at Revenant's Toll or his Mina at Idleshire. And there be the Relic weapon. So... okay? Wait. Okay, there we go. For a second I thought it only had strength and vitality. I was like, oh boy. That would not have been good. That looks sick. Man. I love that. I wonder if the final version of this weapon is essentially just gonna be the like the weapon from Shadowbringers. Let's see here. I just want to see how it looks like on the back. Still same back as the original, but it does look pretty neat. So I'm gonna see if I can... oh, you can't meld extra material on this one, because I guess since you picked the stats, I guess I think it'd be too overpowered if you melded more, which sucks, but it happens. I'm sure there's a reason behind it. Okay. By supplying the elegant node with ethereal sealant, you may raise the 4 available attributes of your resistance weapon as you see fit. You are satisfied with the allotment. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with the stats. I don't feel like there's any need to change it at this point, because, I mean, the crit's good, the determination's good, skill speed's good. I don't really think we need the tenacity, so... tenacity is also not the best either. But yeah, let's see here. Okay, so I guess I'm pretty much done with relic weapons, for the time being. But yeah, look at that glow. That is sick. Yeah, and while it's not as good as a savage weapon right now, just look at that glamour. Like, that is just amazing. Yeah, I love that glow. It was definitely worth the 40 hours for sure. Man, that looks sick. But yeah, anyways guys, I think I might be ending the 14 stream here soon and hopping on to a Final Fantasy 12 stream, just because, mainly just wanted to do this one for, my relic, for showing you guys Delubrum, and, as well as my relic weapon feat, but I may as well, put some items on the market board, before I end the stream here. And I hope all my viewers have been enjoying the stream so far, or whoever watches it, even after the stream is done, because all these videos are archived, so you can always go back and watch them as you would any regular videos. So, let's see here. Could always feed my chocobo, I guess, before I put some items on the market board. And, usually feed it other stuff, since we have an overabundance of kakarot roots or carrots, pretty much. Figured I'd just give it to it. uh, so, I think I think the snowman will protect me in the rain. Anywho, just gonna do this. So that goes for 5,000. I'll just do 10,000 as a happy medium, or 9,900. And this one, that. I think that's all I got this time around. But yeah, that 515 item was really nice. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the 14th stream. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll be sure to see if I can do more of these in the future. I figured since I've been doing Final Fantasy XII streams, you know, it'd be nice to do a bit of my 14 streams as well, since I like to upload videos, and I figured it'd be nice to finally start live streaming this again. Because I had tried it before in the past, but I had some pretty shoddy internet, so... anyways, I hope you guys all enjoy, and thank you Fire Ant for enjoying the content. I will see if I can do more in the future. You're more than welcome to see my Final Fantasy XII stream that I'll be doing here shortly if you'd like to watch. I'll probably be doing that for maybe like an hour or so, or however long. But anyways, I think that'll be it for now, guys, at least for 14. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Take care. Bye. And then, I think,